Check. Check.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for tuning in. This video has been a long time coming. I've gotten a lot of requests over the last months to do a video sharing what I would eat if I was trying to gain weight. And now obviously if you've been watching my videos, you know that I was trying to lose weight. So I was kind of waiting until I got through that time period to address this video. And another thing is I've been getting some messages or questions from some guys asking for, you know, more kind of hearty, dense food. So I really thought that these meals that I'm going to share today with you are kind of like guy focused. I personally like to eat very light and keep, you know, very water rich with lots of fruits and vegetables. But I know for some guys, my husband included, they want to have something heartier at every meal to really keep them going, and it's going to be higher in calories. So I'm going to combine those two ideas in this video. And so all three of the meals that I'm going to share with you are pretty hearty, and I'm going to give you lots of suggestions on how to make them your own as we go through. Now, gaining weight on a vegan diet is totally possible, and I really want to address the fact that it is absolutely possible to do it in a healthful way. I think when you think about gaining weight, you're thinking about eating a lot of highly processed foods and oils and just a lot of fat, but you can of course add a little bit of that in if you feel comfortable doing that, but you don't really need to. I have a video that I've done in the past, which I will link up here as well as down in the description box, where I talk about how to healthfully gain weight on a vegan diet. So I'm not going to go into super depth about it, but I do want to just kind of reiterate the key points, because I think it's important to just have some kind of goal for yourself if you're going to try to do this in a healthful way, rather than getting, you know, bogged down by just having a bunch of junk food or just overeating things that are not going to be nutritious for your body. Barring any kind of malabsorption issues, these are the things that you want to focus on. The first thing would just be to increase your daily calories, even by 500 to 700 calories per day. Now that seems like a lot, but you can do it incrementally, and it's actually pretty easy to do. Slow and steady weight gain is what you want if you're trying to gain weight healthfully, and I have a lot of examples in that other video I mentioned, but things like having snacks throughout the day, maybe it's a piece of fruit and a couple tablespoons of nut butter. Right there you've got quite a large chunk of calories that you're going to just add into your overall calories for a day. Adding avocado in your salad, or olives, or coconut meat, or adding some dried fruit to your day, those are all really easy ways to still healthfully get some extra calories in. Now, I always talk about low calorie density here, but I want you to take a look at this calorie density chart and just see the healthful foods that are on the calorie density chart that are just basically higher in calorie density. And you can focus on adding some of those into your day while still making sure that you're having a ton of those really healthy, low calorie dense foods as well. Go slowly, because like I said, you don't want to just, you know, cram it in. You're gonna make yourself feel sick if you just have way too much in one day. You want to give yourself proper time to digest, but you just want to increase the calories and the intake of food slowly. And I know it sounds counterintuitive, but if you exercise and be cautious of making sure you get lots of sleep, you're going to build up a better, healthier appetite to be able to eat more food than you currently are right now. And then, as always, I really recommend that you eat a whole food plant-based diet that is very varied, because you don't want to get stuck eating the same thing over and over. You want to have a wide nutritional profile, and so really kind of picking new grains or new beans or new fruits or vegetables every single week, that you can kind of get ideas for eating different variety of foods, and just keeping your nutrition up. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure that you give it a thumbs up by hitting the like button, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. Honestly, every single recipe that I share on this channel, even though I do focus on low calorie dense foods, if you just up your food intake, you can take any recipe that I share on this channel and make it fit to your weight loss or weight gain goals. I will leave the recipes linked in the description below, and feel free to share it with anybody you feel needs to gain weight on a vegan diet. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this hearty porridge breakfast bowl. I'm going to be making some steel cut oats. I'm going to be making a really large portion, and I'm going to be cooking them in plant milk, which will already give you a jump on getting extra calories in. I'm garnishing with fresh fruit, as well as some nut butter and some hemp seeds and chia seeds to bring in the omega-3s. Now, you could also add some dried fruit on top of this, and depending on how large of a portion you have, this whole bowl will really help you get a good jump on lots of calories and keep you full for a long time. I'm gonna leave you shivering Well, to me, this looks absolutely delicious. And I can tell you, if I ate oatmeal like this every single day, I absolutely would gain weight. Oh, but it tastes so delicious, yummy. All right, moving into lunchtime, I'm going to be making a hash brown casserole. And I wanna share this with you because this is something that you can meal prep ahead of time. You could probably even throw it in the freezer and then bake it whenever you're ready to have it. So I think it's super easy, and I feel like it's kind of like a guy type of meal in that it is heartier and heavier. And then I also wanted to mention in my cookbook Eating Whole, I have a lentil loaf recipe that I feel would be really good for kind of like a guy or just something heartier if you are enjoying that kind of meal. My husband really likes that. And there's quite a few recipes in there that I feel like if you just are increasing your food intake, you could really get some value and, you know, just really enjoy what you're eating as well. So the hash brown casserole is going to be really easy to prep. I'm basically just going to be throwing everything into a bowl and then popping it in the oven. I would suggest if you are trying to gain weight that you have a salad with this. I know that doesn't seem like a weight gain food, but you definitely want to make sure that you're still getting in a variety of raw greens for roughage. And just because you need some greens and raw fruits in your day anyways, and then you could just bulk up the overall calorie count with adding some avocado in there, maybe a tahini dressing, some olives, maybe even some dried fruit in the salad. So already you're just bulking up a meal with, you know, anywhere from 300 to 500 extra calories, and you could already reach your quota of adding 500 to 700 extra calories just in, you know, a matter of breakfast and lunch. So let's get into preparing the hash brown casserole. You remind me of the perfect. You're gonna preheat the oven to 400 and then chop up your desired veggies. I used garlic and onion, red bell pepper, some mushrooms, broccoli, and spinach. I'm using a really large bag of frozen shredded hash browns, and in a large mixing bowl, I'm just adding some arrowroot powder and some nutritional yeast, a little bit of salt and pepper, and smoked paprika and garlic powder. Then I'm adding in some unsweetened almond milk and a little bit of better than bouillon vegetable base just to give it a nice taste. And I'm adding here some vegan shredded cheese, which is processed, but it's totally optional. You don't have to add it in. It tastes great without it. But if you want a little bit more of a cheesy flavor, it works well. And then just combine gently with your hands to get it all together. Line a 9 by 13 inch pan with parchment paper and just spread it out evenly. Really easy. You can top with some more vegan shredded cheese if you want, but you don't have to. Pop it in the oven and bake that for 40 to 45 minutes. And you'll know it's done when the little bit of hash browns are a little crispy, and if you use the vegan shredded cheese, it's a little bit melted on top. But it makes no difference. Thinking about Jack and Jill and the fairy tale. Oh, Jack would follow her down the rolling hills. Hello, it's dinner time now, and we are going to be making some lentil wraps. And I really enjoy this recipe because it comes together really quickly, but I'm going to add a new element to it. I went over to a friend's house the other night, and she made some flatbread out of red lentils. So basically all you do is soak the red lentils in water for a few hours, and then you can actually just pour them like you would like on a griddle or a frying pan without any oil, and make a pancake out of that. So I'm going to attempt to make those as my wrap, and then the inside of the wrap is just going to be some quinoa and some other red lentils. So if, you know, making your own flatbread seems a little high maintenance, or just you don't have time for that, I would sub either a whole wheat tortilla, or you could do like a store-bought lavash bread, something like that. I really feel like this kind of turns into Middle Eastern or Israeli kind of taste. So if you like that, you're really going to enjoy this recipe. Let's get into it. I'm using red lentils and quinoa for filling. Chopping up some onion, bell pepper, green onion, and a little bit of garlic. Lightning-stricken cactus and it starts to rain. The
the smell of steamed asphalt, scented Novocaine, nature's brew of all kinds of things, the mountain sunk hills, sky color schemes.
I'm water frying some veggies and spices, and then I'm adding the quinoa mixture into it. It should look fairly mushy, and that's, you know, what you want it to look like.
Satisfy the times that make you wonder about the bigger picture.
Add in some green onion and some parsley and a little bit of lemon juice at this point, and salt and pepper to your liking, and it tastes really, really good. If you're making the red lentil wraps, all you gotta do is blend the water that they were soaking in as well as the lentils, and it creates kind of like this pancake looking batter.
The stars above you, the creatures' days to nocturnal days.
And now I'm making this sauce for the wraps. I'm using tahini, maple syrup, lemon, a little bit of raw cashews, and a serrano pepper.
The Arizona thunder, satisfy the times that make you wonder about.
For the wrap, I'm just going to put it on a non-stick pan or griddle and then just flip it like a pancake. I did about 5 minutes on each side.
Thunder tonight.
Okay, so now we're gonna have Chris do a taste test to let us know the guy point of view on these beautiful red lentil everything wraps.
Okay, let's go for it. That's very good.
You were really skeptical as I was making this.
I was. The flatbread looks like so fake to me, but this is really delicious.
Is that an honest opinion?
Yeah, it is. And then this flatbread is very surprising. It totally tastes some like Israeli. Imagine like a beach kind of, and you just eat this like as a tzatziki with a flatbread on it. Really good. Okay.
Husband approved.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, you guys, so those are the recipes for today. These are all geared towards, you know, more manly kind of meals and a little bit of healthy weight gain. But please, if you're watching this and you're like, oh, I wanted to see some weight loss recipes, no, you could still have this. It's all about just cueing into that, am I stopping when I'm satisfied for weight loss? So if you enjoyed these recipes, remember they will be linked down in the description below so you guys can add these into your upcoming week. And I know sometimes it's gotta be really frustrating if you're trying to gain weight and you just can't see the gain happening. Just don't give up. Stay steady with the tips I've given you. Just slowly and steadily increasing the amount of food you're having. Still keep it healthy. You still want to, you know, do your body well. Just really start to incorporate higher calorie snacks and meals. That's really all there is to it. And I wish you guys all the best. Let me know your thoughts down below and what your goals are. Are you trying to lose weight? Are you trying to gain weight? I really do think that it is all doable. I think we make things really complicated for ourselves sometimes. Just listen to your body and enjoy some food. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and please subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Let me know what you want to see from me next. I do appreciate all of your suggestions and your video ideas. So thank you guys so much for watching. Have a lovely day wherever you are around the world, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye.